Hey y'all, hey, welcome to the channel. So what we got going on in the sky this week, y'all? So first of all, as you guys know, we are officially in Virgo season. The sun is officially in Virgo. Not only is the sun officially in Virgo, we have Mercury also entering into the sign of Virgo. So that's a lot of Virgo energy that's happening this week. Also, we have August the 27th through the 28th, we're going to be having a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Those are two polarities. Those are two opposing planets. Pisces on one hand is Pisces in lunar eclipse in Pisces, should I say. I'm stumbling and tongue-tied, getting tongue-tied. But lunar eclipse in Pisces is asking us, what are we willing to surrender? What are we willing to sacrifice? What fears are we willing to release? What are the things that we're willing to let go of and sacrifice in order to get what we want? Because that's what eclipses are about. Eclipses are about releasing. Eclipses bring in changes that can affect us for a lifetime. And then opposing that energy is Virgo, and Virgo is asking us, what are we willing to perfect? What are we willing to refine? What are some of the things that we need to do on a daily in order to make our lives more efficient, right? So like me, for example, I have been feeling the need to purge my closets. I have like multiple closets that I need to purge because I've accumulated so much bullshit. I'm that type of person. I just love to shop. I mean, I know a lot of people, especially women, we can relate. We love to shop. Some of us like to buy dumb shit, and then sometimes we'll use shit we don't need. We'll put it up in a closet or whatever. So I'm just to that point where, I already don't have much space. Me and my kids, we're outgrowing the space that we're in. So it's like I'm to that point in my life, and it's so perfect for me to be feeling this energy. And I also, before I finish saying that, let me say this. If you are somebody that had planets between 0 to 10 degrees in the sign of Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius, you will feel this energy the most. Yes, we are going to be feeling the energy, but if you have those planets in those degrees, you'll be feeling it the most. And back to me using myself for an example, because guess what? I have planets in, well, I don't have any planets in Pisces, though I do have Lilith in Pisces. That's an asteroid, not a planet, but I do have Virgo, Mercury, and Venus. I have Sag in Neptune, and I have, what else? I have Gemini, Mars. So this energy is really, really affecting me, for an example, somebody like me. And one of the things, like I said, that I've been kind of wanting to do, I've been having a lot of anxiety around getting my house together, getting my house organized, but more specifically my closets. And I was just telling my kids, let's go through the closets, let's get ready to get rid of old stuff. My kids are getting older, they've outgrown stuff. I've gained weight, I'm going through menopause, I'm gaining weight. I can't lose the weight like I normally would like to, like I would normally lose it or would like to lose it. So I just had to let go of some stuff and say, you know what, all of this stuff over here, I'm never going to get into it again. I'm not going to be a size 6 again. I'm a size 10, 12. I'm embracing the 10, 12. I'm never going to be a 6 again. If I do go back to being a 6, great, wonderful. But I have to consider the age. I have to consider hormonal imbalances and menopause and all those things. So saying that to say, there's a lot of things in my closet that I need to let go of, that I know that I don't resonate with those type of clothes anymore. It just doesn't feel right, doesn't fit right. So I'm going through my closets and I'm going through my drawers and I'm reorganizing, I'm purging, I'm going through just the house. Like, let me see what I don't need. Let me organize this bin, and this is the throwaway pile. This is the giveaway pile. This is the sale, because I'm selling some of this stuff. I'm not throwing away everything. I'm not giving away everything, because some of this stuff I paid a lot of money for, and I probably haven't worn it because I bought it 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I was a size 8. I'm not a size 8. I don't know when I'm going to be a size 8 again. It's just what it is. I'm embracing menopause. I'm embracing those changes that my body is going through. So I have to be realistic. I have way too much stuff. So that's how the energy is affecting me. But again, I have personal planets in all of those signs. So some of you guys, you might be feeling the same way too. So like I said, it's simply going to depend on what you have in your chart, how your chart is set up, and all the things. But any which ways, let's pull some energy to see what we can expect this week with these transits. I'm going to come back and do another video because I want to talk about some other transits that we have that's happening as well, but I really wanted to just kind of focus in on those two because Virgo and Pisces are opposite signs, so that's where it's going to kind of get a little sticky for us. It's about blending, it's about merging, it's about, you know, with Pisces opposing Virgo, it's about balance, it's about merging, it's about what are we willing to give up in order to receive. So for me, okay, well, you know, I can't hold on. It's cute, all this stuff is cute, but I can't hold on to this anymore. I have to let it go, I have to release it, and that's how it's playing out for me. So any which ways, let me know how it's working out for you guys. How is this energy? And as you guys know, even though the eclipse is not happening until the 27th, what today is, the 20, okay, today is the 25th, so I don't know when you're going to see this video. You might see it today, you might see it on the 26th, you might see it on the 30th. I don't know when you'll come across this video, but depending on when you come across this video, we are in the pre-post, not the post, we are in a pre-shadow period of the eclipse, so we can still feel the energy of that. But let me know how this energy is affecting you. Let me know what you're willing to do about it. I'm sitting around complaining, you know, like, gosh, you know, I know I'm going into a new chapter in my life, and I know that in order for me to fully thrive in that new chapter in my life, is a lot of things I cannot take with me. For some of y'all, it could be a mindset. Some of you guys, you got too many things on your plate. You got too many responsibilities. You might have too many responsibilities on you. You might have too many irons in a fire. You might have too much on your plate, and this energy could be asking you to let go of some of this shit. Focusing on one thing at a time. I am bad with this, y'all. I am so bad. I have so many amazing and creative ideas, and I be like, oh my God, I feel so crazy. I want to do this. And then the next day I put that to the side. I want to do that. And then I put that to the side. And then I want to do that. And then I put that to the side because I'm such a creative and I have so much creativity, so much creative energy. I just have to get it out. And I have a bad habit of starting stuff and not finishing it. That's my Gemini Mars. I'm going to blame it on my Gemini Mars. I know I need to take accountability. I am taking accountability, but I attribute it to my Gemini Mars. Just always have too much shit going on. Just being flighty, just being all over the place. But for us as a collective, it's asking us, listen, it's okay to have a lot of things going on. It's okay to have a lot of creative ideas, because this card to me also says this is somebody who's extremely ambitious, somebody who's extremely outgoing, somebody who doesn't mind going out and going after what they want and getting the job done. But sometimes you can just take on way too much. So it just may be pick one thing this week. Like, let's challenge ourselves instead of, you know, like the example that I used about all of the things I need to do to get my house in order, right? Maybe, you know, try doing one thing at a time. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Some of you guys got different situations than others. Some of you guys could be busy mothers, you're married with children, and you have a career. God bless us. God bless us. Some of us are single moms. Some of us are single with no kids and no spouses. God bless y'all. I love y'all. I envy you guys. I remember I missed the days of being single with no kids. But that's not the reality. I don't literally envy you guys, but I admire you guys because I want you guys to know the dope space that you're in. If you don't have any kids and you don't have any responsibilities other than yourself. But just because you don't have the responsibilities of family, children, a spouse, or whatever, doesn't mean that you don't have responsibilities. If you are out here adulting, you have responsibilities, period. All right, so there's no need to put like one group down and the other. You get what I'm saying. But we all can get to that point in our life where we take on too much, especially when you're somebody that's highly ambitious. and extremely outgoing. You take on a lot. So maybe the challenge for us this week is to just take one thing on this week. Don't worry about everything else. Listen, I'm just going to focus in on reorganizing my bedroom. I'm going to work on my closets, and that's it. Then next week, I'll come downstairs and do the downstairs closets. And then the next week, I'll do this. Unpack one thing at a time. So that's kind of like what this energy is asking us to do, not to like overthink it, not to look at the bigger picture, but to look at the smaller picture, because that's what Virgo energy is. Virgo energy, Mercury, Virgo energy is about the small things, about the minute things, about taking the baby steps, about integrating things, about organizing things, about creating systems, right? That's what Virgo energy is about. So for a lot of us, it can just simply be taking on smaller pieces instead of taking on bigger pieces. Now, if we was talking about Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius is about the whole picture, the bigger picture. We're not talking about Sagittarius. We are in Virgo. We are in heavy Virgo energy. So we have to think about that. And with Mercury being in Virgo, Mercury is the mind, it's the conscious mind, it's how we think. So a lot of us can just really be overwhelmed with all of the things that we have to do on the daily. Like I said, some of us can be mothers, single moms, married with children. It doesn't even matter. A father, you might be a man watching this, you're probably a father. It doesn't matter if you're married or you're a single father, or you just have a lot, or you could be a boss. I mean, you could be a boss. Being a boss is a big responsibility. You probably have employees that you're responsible for. Maybe you have some things at work or with your business that you need to purge in order for your business to go to the next level. You're like, okay, we want to integrate, because Virgo is about integration. Your business wants to go to the next, you want your business to go to the next level, but you can't take your business to the next level because you need to purge and release some things that's no longer working for you so you can integrate something new. That's what Virgo energy is about. But it's about really combing through those details, because Virgo is about details. So sometimes for some of us that can be hard, especially now. I'm gonna share this with you guys because this works for me. I do have Virgo and Venus and Mercury in a very, very tight conjoint, and it's in the 11th house. So I get overwhelmed to the point sometimes where I get stressed out real easily, and I'll shut down and I'll put stuff off and I'll procrastinate because it is squaring my Capricorn moon. So I would tend to procrastinate when I get overwhelmed. That's something that I definitely have to work on. But one of the things that helps me as somebody who gets easily stressed and gets easily overwhelmed with that moon squaring my Virgo energy, I write things down. And I have a planner and I have a calendar, and I say, okay, let me write, because Mercury is writing, Mercury is the pen. So I found a way to work with my squares, not against them. So I say, well, let me start writing. And it is power in writing. For me, it is. But even if you don't have a setup like I do, just the energy of that we're in with Mercury, maybe writing down your goals, maybe take the time to just write and say, hey, let me do this today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Boom. Next thing you know, you didn't knocked out 7 goals. Next month, let me do this. The next month, then by the end of the year, you can go into the new year and you done knocked out all of this stuff. But sometimes simply writing things out, writing your goals, writing what you need to do can probably help move that energy around. So that might be for somebody if you want to use that, because again, Mercury is writing and Mercury is the pen. I have Knight of Pentacles also right here, and then I'm gonna get one more. So with the Knight of Pentacles coming through, a lot of us are setting ourselves up for the long run. A lot of us are setting ourselves up for something. It's meant for us to take things slow. So it's not a rush to the finish line with this energy. Right now, it's meant for us to take things slow. It's meant for us to kind of, when you're riding, when you're on a ride and you're taking a scenic route and you tend to take in things, that you probably never took in if you was on the highway. That's what this Knight of Pentacles energy is giving me. It's saying that we need to take our time to get to the finish line. This isn't Knight of Wands. This isn't Knight of Swords. This is Knight of Pentacles. And as you guys know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving planet in the tarot deck. So what this is saying is we need to slow down. We probably taking on too much. We probably moving too fast. We do live in a society where everything is so fast. Everything is moving forward so fast. But sometimes we need to stop. We need to take some time. We need to just really just ground ourselves too. Some of us need to ground ourselves too. We haven't been grounding. I have not been grounding as much as I should. Some of us are in positions in our life right now where we have the opportunity to ground. So that can be something like that. Maybe we need to make some new financial plans and make some new financial goals. That can be the message for some of us with this Knight of Pentacles next to Ten of Wands. Maybe we need to set some new financial goals for ourselves. Ending this year, because we are in what, the 9th month. Transformation. 9s is transformations. So maybe we need to start wrapping up some things so that we can start something new coming in 2027. So that could be for some of us. But yeah, this energy is saying we need to set some solid goals. We need to set some new financial goals. But there is one particular thing that you and I have, that we can use to bring us in some money, some stability. Some of you guys probably have an idea, because Mercury is ideas. So some of you guys probably have a money idea that can bring you in money, that can bring you in success. Some of y'all might be creatives like me and you don't know how to get started. Just get started. Just do it. Don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys might want to become an entrepreneur and you're like, I don't know where to start. You want to know where to start? Right. Start writing out your ideas. Y'all, I am so sorry. My cats are so embarrassing every time I'm doing something constructive with my life. They want to be disruptive. So you hear noises and them scrapping in the background. Y'all just let me through it, okay? I'm just not going to edit the video, okay? Anyway, you guys... But you guys, we are being called to set some new financial goals. I don't care how much money you make, and I don't care. Set you some new financial goals, because that's what Virgo energy is about. Setting those goals, like being, set out a budget. I don't care how much money you make. Create a budget. Hey, I make this much money and I want to save this right here. Let me see what I need to cut out. Let me see what I need to get rid of. Let me see what I need to keep. Do I need to spend $20 a day on Starbucks? Do I need to spend $50 a day on DoorDash? I mean, that's your business if that's what you do. But those are some things that we probably can get rid of. Maybe you're spending $50 a day. That's a lot, but I'm just using that for an example. Maybe you are spending $50 a day on DoorDash. But what would happen? See what I'm saying? See how they acting? Just disrespectful. They don't know. They don't have no manners, y'all. I ain't raised them like that. But you probably spending $50 a day on DoorDash. Let's do the math. How much money is that you're spending? Maybe you need to take some of that money and start grocery shopping and cook. Maybe twice a week. Maybe 3 times a week. Not every day, but baby steps, right? But the Knight of Pentacles is about slowing down. It's about taking things slow. It's about enjoying the scenery. It's about seizing the moment. Things are not going to come to you fast. Things are not going to come to you microwave. Things are going to come, because the Knight of Pentacles is also about quality, not quantity. So just because you have a lot of good ideas, maybe you don't need to work on all of the good ideas. Maybe you need to take that one good idea and perfect it. Because Virgo energy is about what? Perfection. So maybe that one idea, write down your ideas, because Mercury is what? Writing. Y'all listening, you got it. And Virgo is about perfecting. So maybe taking one idea instead of all these ideas and being overwhelmed and being stressed out, and perfecting that. And that idea is going to bring you that money, that stability, that groundbreaking idea that you need to get you where you need to go. Set y'all new financial goals. Even if you're not making the money you want to make, maybe you have a goal to make 2,000 a month, maybe you want to make 5,000 a month, maybe you want to make 10,000 a month. Whatever goal it is you have, whatever financial goal you have, set that goal. What is it going to take for you to get to that goal? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it doesn't mean that you won't get it. It doesn't mean that it won't happen. It just means that it is going to take some time. It's going to be delayed. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse says that your dreams will come true. You will get those blessings and those rewards that the universe have for you. But it's being held off, it's being delayed. And it could be delayed because there could be some things that you need to let go of. There could be some things that you need to release. In order for you to go to the next level, you need to let go of this. It could be a relationship for some. Maybe you guys are in a relationship that's no longer serving you, and you can't move on. And the reason why you can't move on is because you can't go into a new relationship, or the new relationship isn't working out. It's because you haven't closed the door from that old relationship. There's some old things, some old themes that you need to close out, some old themes and old things that need to be closed, some opportunities. Some of you guys have had opportunities that has been passed by, or you probably turned down opportunities because maybe you felt like those opportunities just wasn't serving you, or whatever that was. You guys could feel like you have not been, your creative energy could have been off lately. Here we go. You could be emotional. You could be overly emotional. You could be overly sensitive during this time. Overwhelmed. And that's what I got when I pulled the Ten of Wands. You could be just overwhelmed. The King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally balanced, who is emotionally stable, who's generous, who is a natural creative, who is intuitive, who's in touch with their intuition. But for whatever reason, you guys are disconnected from your intuition. You're disconnected from your feelings. You're disconnected from your emotions. And that could be because you're just simply overwhelmed. You probably are responsible for a lot. So if you're resonating with this so far, you can be a father and a husband and a leader of your community, your career, or a mother. You can be a mother. You can be a single mom. You can be a married mother with responsibilities. You're probably running a business. You can be a college student with a lot on your plate. You're probably like, by 2027, I want to be done with school. I want to be graduating. I want to be moving on to doing something else. And you feel overwhelmed by all of these responsibilities. It doesn't matter where you are with this, but you are somebody that you're that person. You have a lot of responsibility. You are responsible for a lot, whether that's a family, whether that's a single mom, whether that's a business, whether that's a important job or career that you're responsible for, or whether that's a student that's trying to get through school. You're still responsible for something, and that can be overwhelming. So the message for us is to just take some time and just and we have to watch our spending during this time. Make sure that you have strong boundaries, not just with others, but with yourself too. Some of us don't have boundaries. And I'm not just saying boundaries with others, but boundaries with yourself. Know what you can give. Know what you can do. Know what, okay, today I'm going to do this much, not this much. I'm going to do this much, not this much. Today I'm going to I'm going to work out 20-30 minutes a day, instead of not working out at all. Maybe today I'm going to just do this and not do this, and this. So that can be, it's about being balanced. It's about, we can't be impulsive also. We cannot be impulsive as well. So watch out for being impulsive. Watch out for just going into things without really understanding what we're getting into, without really doing a research. make sure we're paying attention to detail, because that's what Virgo energy is. Virgo energy is attention to detail, not missing the small things, not missing the little minute things. That's why we have Virgos. Get you a Virgo friend if you need your Virgo friend. Let me tell you something, baby. If you need something figured out, if you need somebody that is logical, somebody that, if you need if you have a problem and you need a problem solved, baby, get you a Virgo friend. I'm not asking. Get you a Virgo friend. Your Virgo friend, baby, they gonna get with you and they gonna say, oh, this your problem. Boom, 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 baby. Because Virgos know how to be logical and they know how to problem solve. I have a Virgo Mercury and a Virgo Venus. And when people come to me and talk to me, well, that's part of what I do. I do astrology readings. And so Virgos are great at analyzing things. Depending on where it is in your chart, I have heavy Virgo energy. In my chart, I have heavy 6th house energy, and I have that Virgo Venus and Virgo Mercury conjoined. And I think I have a Virgo asteroid. I say stellium, but any which ways, Virgo, it's about paying attention to details, problem solving. So some of you guys might be stuck because you got too much. You need, get you a Virgo friend. If they're not a Virgo sun, baby, get you somebody that got heavy Virgo in a chart. Somebody who can get with you and say, okay, this is your problem, this is your problem, this is your problem, this is your problem, boom, boom, this is how you fix it. Virgos are good with their hands. Virgo rules the hands. So if you need something done around a house, that's why Virgos make good housekeepers. Because they're good with their hands. You might need help cleaning your house. Hire you a housekeeper. You might need something done to the car. Hire you a mechanic. You might need, like I said, your Virgo relative or your Virgo friend to come and help you figure some shit out and solve some shit, because that's what Virgos do. Virgos are the problem solvers and the fixers of the zodiac. So any which ways, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you love this type of content, hit me up in the hit me up in the comments. If you resonate with this video, let me know. Hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Let me know. Let's vibe out. And until the next time, y'all. Later. Happy healing, friends.